NCAA basketball totals for Wednesday. This is March 15th. We're going to look at a couple of NIT games. And of course, we got, a ton of NCAA action happening tomorrow with March Madness. Well, March Madness is going on right now all over. You can count the NIT. Why not? We got a couple games on the card. We were 1-1 on our totals yesterday, but we're still having an okay season. Really want to make a good finish, though. So I was a little disappointed on my picks for going 1-1. I'd much rather prefer to go 2-0, as you would rather prefer I went 2-0 as well. If you're going to go ahead and follow me, don't forget we got our SBRpicks.com. Where all our handicappers are, Sportsbook Review, our main webpage, all the sign-up bonuses, YouTube channel, Facebook page, it's all there for you. And also, you got to tune into that NBA Live segment that we do. We talk about totals as well. 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. A lot of fun, a lot of guys getting in there, coming in, sharing the video. We had a lot of views yesterday. And I respond to just about anybody that comes in there. So I try to be really proactive about that. So if you got a comment to come in or a game you like, or you can chat with the other guys on there as we're doing it, it's a blast. Come in, check that one out. That's on our Facebook page. That goes on live. So, I mess up a lot on that one. You can come and, make fun of me as well. We got 2 games on the card today. Let's go ahead. Let's start breaking these down. We got some NIT matchups, some really interesting games yesterday in the NIT. I personally had in NCAA, I did have Wake Forest. That was a loss. Kansas State, great job by them. That was a tough game. I also have another pick out there in NCAA hoops. You want to check out that video for the tournament. But that's going to be the USC Providence game. That's not what we're talking about right now. Right now, we're going to talk about totals with the NIT. All right, so the first game we're going to look at, they're going off at the same time. We're looking at Colorado and Central Florida. Odds makers have this at 138.5, and I'm going to go under this total. And this just seems too high to me. I really have, there's no numbers play here, nothing really special, but you got a Central Florida team right now ranking first in the country in opponent overall shooting percentage and opponent 2-point shooting percentage. And part of that is they go at a real slow pace. They're averaging just 52.9 field goal attempts per game. Colorado tries to get up and down just a little bit, averaging just over 58 attempts, but now having to travel, taking on Central Florida in Central Florida. Johnny Dawkins, nice job with that club. I think they're just going to struggle a little bit to score. Central Florida can put up points at times, but they're only averaging 67.2 points per game on the year, and they're not a tremendous shooting team. They rank about 200th when it comes to shooting efficiency, but they rank second in opponent shooting efficiency, which is what I like. Colorado, pretty good team overall in the Pac-12. They pulled off a couple, minor upsets this year. Also, they rebound the ball really well. They do play some good defense. They're allowing opponents to shoot just 43% from the floor. I just don't expect the tempo to be really fast. I expect Central Florida to do what they've been doing all year, and that's play great defense. They're also fourth in scoring defense, allowing just over 60 points per game. So Colorado's going to have its hands full. It's going to be a really good matchup. But at the end, though, I don't think they get over that 138.5. The next one we got up, and the last one, we got Toledo and George Washington. I think this is going to go the other way. So oddsmakers set a pretty good total here at 147. Now, George Washington is not the same as last year, but they can get up and down. They can score, and I'm going to talk about them at home scoring in just 1 second. I'm going over the total of 147. Let's talk about Toledo first. Toledo, out of the MAC, of course, really up-tempo team, can really put the ball in the basket. Right now, they're averaging 78.4 points per game. But what I like about them is the fact they're shooting 47.7% from the floor. They're shooting 54.4% on their 2-point shots. That ranks 24th in the country. GW, pretty good defensive team, but they are allowing opponents to shoot 44%, and Toledo really likes to get up and down. I think George Washington is going to go with them, and I'll talk about that, like I said, just 1 second. George Washington has not shot the ball well this season at all, and they're only averaging about 70 points per game. However, when we look at their last few home games, which is really the reason why I like them to go over this 147, their last few against Dayton, they scored 87 points for a final 168 final in which they beat Dayton. Their home game prior to that, they scored 83 against George Mason, a final that ended up at 157. Prior to that, their next home game, they scored 76 against St. Bonaventure. That's a good St. Bonaventure team. They put up 76 points against them at home. Prior to that, they got snuffed by VCU. Okay, they only scored 53 points. That's a really good VCU team. They play better defense than Colorado. Than Toledo. I think that's pretty easy to argue that point. And then prior to that, they had a couple other, little low-scoring affairs. But what I like to see is a trend recently at home. They've really put up some points. So I think they're going to be able to do that tonight against a Toledo team that's going to want to go ahead and push some tempo. Right now, Toledo is allowing opponents over 63 attempts per game. That ranks almost dead last. I mean, it ranks 331st in college basketball. So expect George Washington to get out and run, put up some points. Toledo's going to run with them, and I expect them to get over that 147. Should get over 150. That's it. So those are our two plays on the day. We got Colorado UCF, and that's going to be under 138.5, I believe. And we got Toledo and George Washington over the 147. Those are our two picks on the totals in the NIT for NCAA basketball. Don't forget to check out our live segment, like I already mentioned, and I wish you luck on your picks today.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, don't miss out on the best basketball betting content available on YouTube. Click our logo button on the bottom left to subscribe. And as always, guys, give us a like and drop your comments below because we want to hear from you. Visit our website to take advantage of all our free products.